Hi, in this video, I will tell you how to create a debit note against the supplier invoice. You can see that this invoice is standard invoice and this invoice is approved and the invoice type is standard. Okay. Now I'm creating a debit note against this supplier invoice and the supplier. You can see that I already choose the supplier, and in the invoice type you can choose debit note and then you choose invoice date and GL date. After choosing invoice date and invoice type, you can see that the link to invoice against this supplier, all the standard invoices are appear here. I'm clicking on the magnifier. The invoice is listed here. This invoice AP130 is a standard invoice and payment amount is 105. Invoice date is this one. So I click on this row again in the invoice listed here. I am clicking here. You can see that the link AP3090390 is selected, and after selection of the link to invoice, I am pressing save button. You can see that successfully saved link to invoice, and then enter a line information. For example, I'm entering a line information of 50 AD and choosing the VAT type, and after choosing VAT type, GL distribution account, and choosing a branch, and then press OK button. Is there any description? Right here, and then press save button. After pressing save button, you can see that the link to invoice AP390 debit note amount is 52.50, and you can see that there is branch is missing in the header, the GL credit account. I'm pressing OK and then press save button. All the information are okay. Invoice number, supplier name, invoice type is debit note, invoice date, and the link to invoice. This the most important part in debit note is link to invoice AP390. I'm selected, and after selection, I'm entering entered the line information where the quantity is 10 and unit price 5 and the total amount is 52.50. After entering all the information, I'm submitting this to approve. Submit for approval. Press OK. You can see that this invoice is now status is approved and invoice is locked. In this way, you can record the debit note against the supplier invoice. Thank you.